A scam that's become normalized and we don't realize it's a scam anymore. Story 1. Employers insisting that employees not talk about their salaries and job listings not posting salaries.
I know in the US the former is straight up illegal. You can't do that and so many people don't realize this. To the point companies just go ahead and tell you not to and even try to penalize people for doing so, because people don't realize they can push back on that. Job listings not having salary is just vile manipulation, and it seems to me like it's bad for business. Why would you want to waste time drawing in and interviewing people who are going to drop out when they find out the salary rather than post what you're going to pay and adjusting if need be? No wait, I know the answer. It's because they hope someone overqualified will get suckered in and either undersell themselves or go in hoping to get a good raise. Effing bastards.
Story 2. Credit scores. They started in 1989 and are designed to encourage debt.
Can't believe it took so long to scroll to find someone saying this. If credit scores are meant to be a measure of how likely I am to pay off a loan in the future, how come every time I pay off a loan, the score goes down? Surely having many loans already paid in full in my history would be the best sign that I'm a safe bet for future lenders. Oh, but my credit mix isn't as good now, because that matters somehow.
Fun fact. This does not exist in Europe, and when I moved to the States, this became one of those Black Mirror is already outdated moments.
I now want to move to Europe. Story 3. The fact that you cannot just buy software now. You buy a subscription and never actually own anything.
This $126 a year to access Microsoft Office for the family now. I used to buy one CD and we'd get 3 codes to put on our computers. Good to go for years.
That still exists. You just gotta pay a bit more upfront.
Story 4.
Not being able to cancel a subscription online. I can subscribe in 5 minutes, but I need to call your service agents and am forced to be rude to them to cancel it because as long as my voice sounds friendly, they try to resell the damn subscription.
Slightly different thing, but I had to get a new phone plan while I studied abroad. Signed up in the store, 5 minutes with some help from staff because I was not a native speaker of the language. How to cancel after 4 months. Mail them a letter. In 2019, they made me mail them a letter to cancel my phone plan that I had for 1 semester of college. Most insane cancellation policy I've ever seen.
Try canceling a gym membership. Some want you to prove you've moved more than 25 miles away before they'll cancel you even when your contract is up. And unless you actively cancel the contract when it expires, they'll automatically renew your contract.
When I canceled my membership with 24-Hour Fitness, it ended up being easier just to call my bank and put a block on them taking money out of my account.
I did this with Planet Fitness, and they changed the name they billed me from to get around my bank's stop payment. Not once, but 3 times they changed the name the bills came from. My bank was very unhappy about them trying to get around the stop payment and took care of it. Getting away from Planet Fitness was a total nightmare. Thanks for watching this far. If you're enjoying my content, like and subscribe. I'll be posting videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, let's get back to the video. Story 6. Resort fees at hotels.
Hidden fees in general.
I often book room in Orlando through online. The resort fees always pop up later and expensive. The $88 room ends up $120 every time. Find one for $69. $120.00 in the end every time. If it isn't the resort fee, it's a $20 parking fee or both.
Similarly, those U-Hauls that say $20 a day. I have never been able to rent a U-Haul for less than $100, which is fine. I know that's what it costs, but the bait and switch is annoying.
$19.99 to come and sit in the vehicle. Oh, you want to drive the vehicle. That'll cost you extra.
I stayed at a hotel in Boston, and they had a $30 per day charge that wasn't included in the price when we booked online. Destination charge or something. They told us that we got a credit at the restaurant because of it, so we shrugged it off. The next morning, we tried to use the credit, and they told us it was only good for dinner. I went to the front desk after we ate and told them to reverse the charge. They said they couldn't. I politely said they could. They did. Saved us $120 that trip.
Story 7. Transaction fees when using online banking. I do all the work filling out the form, so a bank employee doesn't have to, yet I get charged the same.
We're in the golden age of consumer online banking. There are countless reputable banks that will take anyone and don't do any of this stuff. I don't understand how this is still an issue for some people. Charles Schwab or Ally Bank. Spread the word.
I'm with PNC and same here. No fees at all, even for a new card.
PNC does have a service fee, but it's waived if you have $500 a month in direct deposit or a $500 average monthly balance. So even if your account is regularly running on fumes, pretty much just getting your pay direct deposited waives any fees.
So, the poorer you are, the more you're charged. How sensible.
It's expensive to be poor.
Story 8. Admin fees for completely automated services.
In Australia, if you use a toll road and don't have a toll account, you get sent a toll notice with an added $10 admin fee. And if you don't pay it within the requested time frame, the admin fee goes up to $20. A $2.50 toll could end up costing you $22.50. Scam.
The Sydney one lets you call and ask to pay the fee without the add-ons, and they just say, yeah, that's fine. Just so you know.
So, you don't have to pay admin fees when an actual admin is involved.
I've always felt that paying for convenience is backwards. Shouldn't it cost more to do something that's more difficult? In California, there's a fee for paying your registration online with a debit or credit card, but no fee if you give your banking info. Same thing with my university. I don't know what the percentage is for online payments to my university, but the last time I tried to pay my tuition fees, they tacked on $40 in convenience fees for paying with card. I would just think it's either the same or more difficult to provide a routing number rather than a credit card number, yet they don't charge you. It's essentially just paying with a check but without the paper, which I thought we all collectively agreed was a pain in the butt.
Convenience fees for credit cards are just a way to recoup merchant fees charged by credit card companies. Why they won't say that, though, is beyond me.
Story 9. Free trial auto-renewal subscriptions.
I use a privacy.com virtual credit card with a one-time transaction limit and a limit of $1, so that way the charge for the subscription will be automatically declined.
I had to scroll way too far down to see this mention. That app has saved me too many headaches for canceling services.
Can't cancel during the first 7 days of your trial period. Also the ones where you cancel during the trial and it ends the trial immediately.
Even better are the ones that put a hold on the subscription amount the day before the actual payment date. Looking at you, Microsoft. Story 10. Here's one. Extended warranties.
If it's free though, goddamn. I had a TV with a free 2-year warranty, and it broke after 23 months. I got a full refund.
2 years is the minimum for goods in the EU.
Australia is what a reasonable consumer would expect the product to last. That's how I got to Subaru to fix my cruise control stick in my car 18 months after the warranty expired. A 3-year warranty. I know someone that got his engine replaced in his Subaru 5.5 years after it blew up. I try to buy products from companies that treat customers well, like Bose. I had a warranty issue with them, and they treated me well. Or Samsung. My brother's TV LCD panel failed 3 months outside of warranty, and they came to his house and replaced the panel. I forced HP to repair a laptop 1 year out of warranty. The touch screen was smashed by the owner, which they didn't replace, which is fair, but still replaced the motherboard. The hardest one I had was a local retailer and the Google Pixel 2. In Australia, you have the right to a repair, replace or refund with a major failure. I had to give the retailer a hard time over the phone. They wanted to replace it, but I knew it would fail again. In the end, they finally played ball and refunded the phone. They were technically breaking the law with what they were saying to me. Since that day, I have not purchased anything from them.
Story 11. Medical insurance not covering dental or vision. Like, it's all connected, guys. If you have a badly abscessed tooth, you're likely going to need medical care, even if you have dental that covers the extraction or root canal or whatever.
A new one I'm experiencing is that some preventative tests are covered while others are not. Why don't you tell me that ahead of time and I can decline it? Or just cover everything.
I broke a bone at work. They said it was probably soft tissue and scheduled the MRI for 3 months out. So now I've got an improperly healed bone and nothing to show for it except pain if I move the wrong way.
It's crazy that insurance companies are allowed to practice medicine without licenses.
I have successfully navigated prescription denials twice by demanding my insurance let me speak to whoever is making medical decisions on my behalf.
That's what I do too as a physician, trying to get stuff covered for my patients. Usually when I ask to have doc and then very specifically ask for the insurance rep's name and NPI number, stuff gets covered.
It's terrible we have to take the time to do so. I needed my birth control a week early. They tried to say no. I told them a baby was going to cost them a lot more. They said yes.